Alright, let's check out the OPort. Let's see what she looks like out of the box here. We're going to be installing this in this acoustic guitar here. This is the OPort. Pretty interesting. Interesting concept here, I'd say. What we're supposed to do, install it into your guitar. It helps to funnel the sound out and increases the volume of your guitar, and also it works as a feedback buster. Let's check this thing out. What I'm going to do here is first I'm going to change the strings on this guitar, take all the strings off, and we're going to insert the OPort into the guitar and give it a try. Alright, let me get on changing these strings. What I do is I loosen the strings up first. Some guys will just clip them all the way off, but then you ruin your strings. Well, they're dead strings anyway. You want to take them off and replace them with fresh strings when you put in the O-ring. Some guys will just snip them off halfway down through, and you got to throw them out. You never know though when you're going to be in that situation when you break a string in a gig and you're out of fresh strings. So I tend to hold on to my strings for a little while, stick them back in the case, recycle them. You know, you can use them for crafts. My wife will make jewelry out of them, necklaces. So let's get on with this. Okay, so I got all my strings off now. So I'm going to take the OPort here, as you can see, and one of the things you want to check is that your sound hole, these things come in 4-inch and 3.5-inch sizes. So I want to make sure on my sound hole, this is a 4-inch OPort. Measure your sound hole, just about 4 inches here. Okay. Let's see how this puppy works. Now they're telling us to take it, you can bend it, it's real lightweight plastic, insert it into the hole. So I'm going to take it, let's see how this works. My first time doing this, let's give it a shot. Alright, went in there pretty good. Now I'm going to try feeding it up here. A little opposite from putting a feedback buster in. Feedback buster, you feed down, you don't have to put it all the way into the guitar like you have to do with this guy. I'm just kind of hitting the electronics up here. Be careful about that. Let's see. She's going to work here. Outside. Like putting a tire on a bicycle rim here. One side up. The same side, here we go. Nice around. I'm going to bend it up here too much. Let's see, is she going to fit in here? Center. Back it up. There we go. Line it up. It's got the grooves on the front of it where your neck joint comes in around the sound hole. Just get a better look here. That seemed easy enough. Bent there a little bit. Well, let's see here. Check her out. Kind of hard to see inside there, but fit in pretty nicely, I'd say. So one thing I am noticing in here is up against the preamp. So, let me pop this up a little bit here. Let's see if that's going to create a problem with our preamp. Well, that does seem to be one drawback here. It's cutting in to the base of the preamp section right in here. Seems like the Fishman here, the clear wave, comes in about this far onto the guitar. Okay, so we got the OPort installed in the guitar now. As I was mentioning, the problem with the Fishman, the way it extends into the guitar, a couple inches here, it seems to hit the side of the OPort. We're going to put the strings back on and try it, see how she responds here now. As I said, with the OPort, it is plastic, lightweight, so you can bend it back with your hand inside. I'm just grabbing it and pulling it this way to kind of mold it around the preamp here. Inside here, I'm pulling it out, making sure it's not pressing on the wires. There's a little tension on here, so, but it's still coming in. Still locking. Tuner's still working. So let's get these strings back on this guy and see how she works. Alright, there she is installed, and we're all tuned up. Well, we have her installed. And it seems to me that before and after difference here on the Greg Bennett guitar is that afterwards the guitar sounded more focused. Of course, we did put on new strings, but the highs were a little more defined with the fingerstyle and with the strumming, I feel. I don't know if it made that much of a difference in volume on this guitar. It seemed to give it a little more of a boost. Maybe lost a little bit of the low end on it. Of course, you know, newer strings are going to sound a little brighter on this. So overall, I like it. It seemed to, as I said, bring out and define more of the highs, the high notes, the sustaining is there. Sounds good. I think the OPort would probably work better on a jumbo or a full-size dreadnought than this particular instrument. So next time I'm going to try it on a different guitar. But right now, hey, I give it a thumbs up.